you believe, or have you ever seen any conflict in a relationship that just can't be resolved?
Well, it's really a mindset, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's the bottom line. Really, every conflict can make you stronger.
Mm-hmm.
There are definitely conflicts that people say that if you cross that line, I'm out.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's a mistake too. Never do absolutes when it comes to your relationship, because the challenge is like, like, let's just be real. Like we've dealt with people and worked with people that had affairs on their husband or their wife. Yeah. And, they cheated on him. And it's like, that's the ultimate. I'm out. You do that, I'm out. Like, then it's up to the person. But so the cheating on thing, the energy should always be towards having such intimacy and connection and epic relationships that doesn't happen. The cheating doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you start trying to guard against the cheating and try to prevent it, you're actually going to feed it, because all your focus is on it. Your energy is on it. And I remember in my previous marriage, that was a big fear of hers. Well, what you feed will flourish. And her fear, it always made me feel like I was looking over my shoulder, right? And matter of fact, there was a lot of accusation of like, oh, was that one of your past girlfriends, right? And I would see a friend from school or any female and talk to him and be friendly and hug him like, hey, how's it going? And if this is my previous wife, she would be like, was that one of your girlfriends from the past? Like, it's like, man, so then I don't feel like I'm always on edge and worried about, right? Then you actually feed it and it gets worse. It just gets compounded, it grows, and you feel like you're always on pins and needles. So true freedom is where it's at, man. Freedom where you're just like free to be you, and she's free to be her, and loving and honoring to people, and focused on the epic relationship connection between the two of you. When you have that, there's no like jealousy and things. And so to come back from a conflict, that's a major conflict, like cheating. Can you come back from that? Absolutely. But what I would say, the way you come back from it is, man, you have to reinvent who you are. You have to reinvent who your spouse is. And then you have to reinvent your identity coming together. Because obviously that happened because you weren't one flesh.
Yeah.
If someone could come between you, it's because you weren't together anyways. You weren't one flesh. So the focus needs to be on, how can I make my relationship epic where it is cheater proof, man? That's the reality. And I believe that with all my heart, that it can be cheater proof based on what you focus on. So I would say you can pretty much come back from any conflict. But again, there will be people that disagree with that. And they're like, you've never been through it. You didn't ask that question.
Yeah.
You didn't ask if I've ever been through something like that. That wasn't the question. The question was, can we come back from conflict? But the point is that I know that some people say that. They'll be like, well, you haven't been through it, and I would never put up with someone that did that. They're out, and blah, blah, blah. And look, hey, I agree people should have standards for sure. No doubt. However, man, when you draw a line in the sand and there's no grace and love and honor, like it tends to make people cross it over just by putting that line in the sand. Yeah. So yeah, man, different focus is what I'd say for sure.
True. That's good.
And by the way, guys, I agree with you 100%, man. Without resistance, we can't grow stronger. So we're going to face resistance throughout our relationships, and they will empower you. They will strengthen you. They will make you better, man.
Yep.
So it's super powerful when that happens. And when you have that and you go through it and you come out stronger, you come out better, you come out closer together.
Yep.
So
for sure,
don't run away from it, man. Face it, but face it together. United as one flesh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, man. Anything else you guys want to discuss or talk about?
So you guys have like a 90-day guarantee to get someone like engaged or married, right? Which one is it? Engaged?
Yes. Engaged.
And you said some people start that as single people, right?
That's right, for sure.
So I'm curious to how do they then determine like a person for them within 90 days? Like, do you think a relationship between any two people can work, or I don't believe there's the one out there for everyone, but I do believe there's a certain type of person that would like make your relationship easier and make it flow better, you know? And so do you think anyone can make any other person fit what they need, or there's like very specific ways that you should tell, or like specific categories you should look at?
we always talk about is the mission, vision, peculiar, and we talk about people's missions. When your missions line up, it does make it so much better. But does it make it impossible if our missions are not aligned? No, but we encourage people to have missions that align, which makes it so much more incredible when you're creating your life. But I would say the number one thing to look for, and this is where we help people to have an advantage to have a better relationship. Find someone that's teachable and coachable, willing to learn with you, because that makes all the difference, man. That is the number one quality that we tell people to look for when looking for a spouse. Because if they're not, like, hello, here's your sign to run. Because marriage and life, a successful life, is all about change and transformation and growth. So if they're not willing to learn and grow, like, you're going to be stuck with them exactly how they are right now. And it only is going to go downhill, man. When you're not progressing and gaining more wisdom and understanding and gaining new knowledge, you're digressing. That's the bottom line. You're going downward. And so you're stuck pretty much in a rut. And that's where it's challenging. So, so I would say that any relationship that both parties are willing to learn and grow can absolutely work. And I would love to do this challenge. I could take complete strangers. I heard there was a show like this, but I'd love to do the challenge too, and help them to have an epic relationship without knowing anything about each other through the strategies and skills and processes. Because what we do is create confidence in communication, connection, vision, and time. When you master those and you have confidence in those, and both parties have a great, strong identity, right? And they both have a great identity, and then they come together and they just want to change the world together. It's super powerful. So in that fashion, but when you have one party that isn't coachable and teachable, doesn't want to learn, doesn't want to grow, has it all figured out, it's not going to work. But I would challenge you to say it's probably not going to work with hardly anybody, unless it's some mail order bride that's just whatever you like. Yes. That just wants their green card.
Oh my God.
Might work for that person. I don't know, man. I'm just because again, teachable and coachable is such a powerful and important principle.
Yeah,
That's good.
definitely.